Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ronaldo here. So you will never believe what happened. I mean, this is like ownage on a level that you've never ever seen before. So News 24 decided to send Pieter de Tooy, who is an assistant editor, to CakeNet to have a discussion with Willie Spies, who is the counsel for Twatterbaas. Now, if you've been living under a rock, News 24 did an expose on an ex-user known as Twatterbaas, and in it they exposed where he lives. They've exposed his name, his surname, who his family is, and what business they own. So they doxed them. That is the term. Now, because they felt the heat, they decided to go and discuss this publicly, but you will never believe what happened. And for those of you that don't understand Afrikaans, I'm sorry. I'll try and convert it as best I can, but let's have a look. So this is Pieter de Tooy, who is the assistant editor for investigations with News 24, which is quite ironic considering what he's about to say.
Kyk hierdie ene. Wat beteken hierdie tweet?
So he's asking Willie Spies now, what does this tweet mean? You know, he's trying to get a goal on Willie Spies to show that he can't represent Twatterbaas because what he has said is so outlandish, right?
Dit beteken die nuwe Suid-Afrika smag na die ou Suid-Afrika. Dis right, is 'n bekende meme. Praat van disinformasie.
He said, speaking about disinformation.
Hierdie tweet sê black people are breeding themselves into poverty. Waar kom hierdie inligting vandaan? Daar's geen bron nie. Zero.
He says, who is the source? There's none. He can't prove the source of this.
Dis disinformasie.
He says that's disinformation. That graph is disinformation. Now, just take a careful look at this graph.
Waar kom hierdie inligting vandaan?
So that graph is the one that shows, you know, the black population growing and the white population, colored population, Indian population remaining low. So he's asking Willie Spies the source of this information, right? So with that being said, it's right here. It's right here. And, oh, look at that. News 24 posted it. We're running out of whites by Zinhle Mapumulo and Johan Eybers on the 6th of August 2017. So the source is News 24. Now, I had to go and find this on the Wayback Machine, and compliments to the people on X that called this out. I'm not the one that discovered it. I'll give credit to whomever wants credit that originally came up with this. But as you can see, this is on News 24's website under the heading, We're Running Out of Whites. Now, what's important to note here, however, is that as you can probably see, I'm using the Wayback Machine to find an archived version of this. Now, you want to know why? Because as soon as News 24 realized where the source was coming from, which is them, they removed it. We're running out of whites. The same article, the 6th of August 2017. And then if you scroll down, the image has been removed. The image is not clickable. If you right click, it does nothing. The source has been removed by News 24. That's right. These are the type of people that we are dealing with, South Africa. Firstly, you go on a program, you take printed documents with you to brag about how you are right and, how the others are wrong. And eventually then you pull up something that the investigators find out that is actually on your own publication. I mean, I can't stress enough how funny this is. Let's listen to this just one more time carefully.
Hierdie tweet sê black people are breeding themselves into poverty. Waar kom hierdie inligting vandaan?
Where does the information come from? Well, News 24.
Daar's geen bron nie. Zero.
Well, you published it, so if you published it and there's no source, then you are guilty of this, are you not?
Dis disinformasie.
So it's disinformation. Disinformation. So Peter de Toy goes on a national program, shows the image that clearly references an article that they once published with that exact same graph, but then because he didn't know it, he says this is disinformation, there's no source. But News 24 in 2017 posted the exact same graph. And then there wasn't an issue about who's the source. And then once they found out that they actually did publish that, they tried to hide it from you. That is exactly who and what News 24 is. And if you don't believe me, here it is again. The archived version, a snapshot taken on this date with the exact same graph. And then when you go to News 24, as you can see over there, and I'm not sure if you can pick this up, but look at that little -2. Does that mean that they adjusted it? Because if you look at the exact same article over here, you can clearly see that they removed it. Shame on you, News 24. Shame on you. But what a legend the X individual is that discovered that and posted it on X. Thank you so much. So you have now shown the hypocrisy of News 24, where it clearly, they don't even know their own stuff that they publish. They don't even understand their own sources, because he's trying to use it as ammo against Willie Spies. But then it turns out, hey, well, you are the source, News 24, because you published it in 2017 and you don't even know about it. And the moment you are found out, you remove it. Shame on you. But once again, the media gets away with whatever they want to get away with. And then if you go to the press council, it'll take a month or two to even come before the press council. And then it'll take another month or two in order to, be vindicated. By that time, the damage has already been done. And this is not a reflection on the press council. This is a reflection on how you as an individual has got powers to defend yourself when the media starts to attack you. And unfortunately, it's always the case of publish something, and if it's wrong, apologize later. But to the individual that's affected, they are the ones that have to have reputational harm, death threats, etc., etc. And then eventually, hopefully, a few months later when nobody remembers, then they apologize and they put it behind a paywall. That is exactly who and what News 24 is. So that's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. Please be sure to smash that like button. Please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to share this video far and wide. And I really think this one's worth sharing. Lastly, if you enjoy my content and you'd like to support my channel, then you can become a member. You can do that by clicking the join button below. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Till later. Cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I went my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I went my massacre. My massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I went my massacre.